Hello, my name is Dr. Marcus Smith, and I'm veterinarian at Chattahoochee Animal Clinic in Roswell, Georgia. Today I want to talk briefly with you about senior pet care. So first of all, what is a senior pet? Well, it's a dog over the age of 7 or a cat over the age of 8. What comprises this senior pet care? Well, first it starts with a preventative care exam. And at Chattahoochee Animal Clinic, we recommend these every 6 months. The purpose of these exams is to try and detect any illnesses in their early stages, so when they're most treatable. Now, let's talk about that physical exam. What are we looking for? Well, we're looking for signs of early osteoarthritis, any ocular or eye changes, abnormal heart sounds, body tumors, dental disease, or just looking at the overall body condition. During our exam, we'll ask key questions, but we'll rely heavily on observations that you have at home on a daily basis so that you can lend some insight to things that may be going on that we just do not detect on our brief visit while you're here. So, blood work is also recommended. And blood work is probably the single most important test that we recommend on an annual basis. This gives us a window inside your dog or cat's body, allowing us to see things that we cannot see on our physical exam. Blood work consists of a complete body chemistry, a complete blood count, and also a urinalysis. Okay, these tests help us evaluate for some of the common diseases in older pets, such as liver disease, kidney disease, diabetes, or thyroid disease. Finding these problems in the early stages allows us to provide treatment that can be A, more effective, and B, increase our pet's longevity. Some examples of these treatments would be if we diagnose diabetes, well, we will start them on insulin. Insulin dramatically increases quality of life and especially longevity. If we have thyroid disease, in dogs, we may start something like Siloxane. In cats, we may start something like methimazole. And in the very common disease, older dogs and cats, kidney disease, sometimes we give them fluid therapy, sometimes you can even do that at home. Most commonly, what we start with is a kidney diet, something like this. It just makes the kidney's job that much easier to do. Okay, so when we do that, other testing may be recommended depending on what we find on our lab work. And this may be consisting of an ultrasound or x-rays. So if we do an exam and we find that the hips are pretty bad or they're having difficulty getting up and down, we may recommend x-rays of the hips, something like that. So we're looking at the actual hips to see, is there something else we need to do to help improve this pup's quality of life or this cat's quality of life. If they're having urinary abnormalities or the urinalysis shows us something that is not normal, then we may look and see x-rays here, it may find some stones. So it's definitely, there is another tier of diagnostics that plays off of what we do with the initial blood work. Again, making blood work probably the most important test that we do on an annual basis. So, what can you do at home to monitor and make sure that you have a happy senior pet? Well, there's a couple of things you should look for or watch for that should be red flags to go up when you see them at home with your pet, such as if the pet is having accidents in the house, that's cat or dog, if you notice any lumps and bumps, vomiting or diarrhea, shortness in breath, increased respiratory effort, coughing, weakness or inability to get up or have difficulty laying down, or changes in eating or drinking habits, stiffness, and behavioral changes, or just some of the things that we look for at home to try and see, is there something we need to do we need to go to the vet? Also, as these guys get older, you can make environmental changes, such as extra padding in the bedding, or for cats, having a lower edge to the litter box, or making sure they have easy access to food or water. Also, exercise is very important for the senior pet. The old adage of if you don't use it, you're going to lose it, it holds true. So we want to make sure we keep a good muscle mass in both cats and dogs, and that also will help the joints as they age. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, definitely call your vet. If you're in the metro Atlanta area, stop by our clinic. We'd love to see you, and I'd love to talk to you about your senior pet. Have a good one.